Surah 23 is called the Believer, and 40 is called the Believer. So movement versus movement, movement noon, and 93 to 98 say, "My Lord, if you would show me that which with they are threatened." My Lord, then save me from your punishment. Put me not among the people who are the rights deprivers. Rabbi fala tajalni fil qawmi dhalimin. And indeed, we are able to show you that which we have threatened them. وَأَنَّا لَا نُرِيَكَ مَا نَعْدُهُمْ لَقَادِرُونَ. Yeah. Repel evil with that which is better. We are best acquainted with the things they utter. أَدْفَعَ بَلَدِي أَحْسَنُ سَيِّئَاتُ نَحْنُ أَعْلَمُ يَصِفُونَ. And say these 97 and 98 are traditional exorcism verses, and say, "My Lord, I seek refuge with you from the whisperings of the devils." I was trying to start from the beginning. وَقُلْ رَبِّ أَعُوذُ بِكَ مِنْ هَمَزَاتِ الشَّيَاطِينِ. And I seek refuge with you my Lord. And I seek refuge with you, my Lord, lest they should come near me. وَأَعُوذُ بِكَ رَبِّ أَنْ يَحْضُرُونِ. وَأَعُوذُ بِكَ رَبِّ أَنْ يَحْضُرُونِ. Yeah, I messed up with my tajweed there. But anyways, let's go back. In the name of God, the compassionate, the merciful, happy now the believers who humble them in their prayer, and who keep aloof from vain words, and who are the doers of alms deeds, and who restrain their appetites, save with their wives or the slaves whom their right hands possess. In that case they shall be free from the blame. But whose desires reach further than this, they are the transgressors, and who tend well their trust and their covenants, and who keep them strictly to their prayers. These shall be the inheritors, who shall inherit the paradise, to abide therein forever. So, to define what a believer is, and the believer gets the highest heaven, the Firdaus, but those who guard their private parts. So those who attend to you, your doctors, your servants, your whatever, they can see you, but the sexuality goes to the spouse, and that's why it's separate. It's a way of speaking. For you, this, and for you, this sort of thing. It doesn't say that you can just have your way with your slaves or anything like that. You can actually marry slaves, but anyways. So when somebody says they're a believer, these are the criteria. It's not just you have to be chaste, you have to guard your modesty and stuff too. You have to say certain things, you got to do certain things. Who shall inherit the paradise to abide therein forever? Now of fine clay have we created man, then we created him a moist germ in a safe abode. Then made we the moist germ a clot of blood, then made the clotted blood into a piece of flesh, then made the piece of flesh into bones, and we clove the bones with flesh, then brought forth man of yet another make. Blessed therefore be God, the most excellent of makers. Then after this shall ye surely die, then shall ye be waked up on the day of resurrection. And we have created o'er you the 7 heavens, and we are not careless of the creation, and we sent down water from the heaven in due decree, and we caused it to settle on the earth, and we have power for its withdrawal. And remember, that's heaven in Quran is never the place you go in the afterlife. It's, there's the seven heavens, the skies, and there's the seven universes. So, and we sent down water from the heaven in its due decree, and we caused it to settle on the earth, and we have the power for its withdrawal. And by it we cause gardens of palm trees, and vineyards to spring forth for you, in which ye have plenteous fruits, and whereof ye eat, and the tree that groweth up on Mount Sinai, which yieldeth oil and a juice for those who eat. And there is a lesson for you in the cattle. We give you to drink of what is in their bellies, and many advantages do ye derive from them, and for food they serve you, and on them and on the ships ye are born. And cattle, the domesticated and clean animals, basically. I hate to use the word clean; it kind of gives a Jewish implication, but yeah, it kind of fits. And on them and on the ships ye are born. We sent Noah heretofore unto his people, and he said, O my people, serve God. Ye have no other God than he. Will ye not therefore fear him? But the chiefs of his people who believed not said, This is but a man like yourselves. He fain would raise himself above you, but had it pleased God, he would have sent angels. We heard not of this with our sires of old. Verily he is but a man possessed. Leave him alone therefore for a time. He said, O my Lord, help me against their charge of imposture. So we revealed unto him, Make the ark under our eye, and as we have taught, and when our doom shall come on, and the earth's surface shall boil up, carry into it of every kind of pair, and thy family save him on whom sentence hath already passed, and plead not with me for the wicked, for they shall be drowned. And when thou and they who shall be with thee shall go up into the ark, say, Praise be unto God, who hath rescued us from the wicked folk, and say, O my Lord, disembark me with a blessed disembarking, for thou art the best to disembark. Verily in this were signs, and verily we made proof of man, and we raised up other generations after them, and we sent among them an apostle from out themselves, with Worship ye God, ye have no other God than he. Will ye not therefore fear him, and the chiefs of his people who believe not, and who deem the meeting with us in the life to come to be a lie, and whom we had richly supplied in this present life, said, This is but a man like yourselves. He eateth of what ye eat, and he drinketh of what ye drink. And if ye obey a man like yourselves, then ye will surely be undone. What doth he foretell you, that after ye shall be dead, and become dust and bones, ye shall be brought forth? Away, away with his predictions. There is no life beyond our present life. We die and we live, and we shall not be quickened again. This is merely a man who forgeth a lie about God, and we will not believe him. He said, O my Lord, help me against this charge of imposture. He said, Yet a little, and they will soon repent them. Then did the shout, Injustice surprised them, and we made them like leaves swept down by a torrent. Away then with the wicked people. We raised up other generations after them. Neither too soon nor too late shall a people reach its appointed time. Then sent we our apostles one after another. Oft as their apostles presented himself to a nation, they treated him as a liar, and we caused one nation to follow another, and we made them the burden of a tale. Away then with the people who believe not. Then sent we Moses to his brother Aaron with our signs and manifest power. In Aramaic, it's Harun. Harun. And he sent Moses and his brother Aaron with our signs and manifest power to Pharaoh and his princes. But they behaved them proudly, for they were haughty people, and they said, Shall we believe unto men like ourselves, whose people are our slaves? And they treated them both as impostors, wherefore they became of the destroyed. And we gave Moses the book for Israel's guidance, and we appointed the son of Mary and his mother for a sign, and we have prepared an abode for both in a lofty spot, quiet and watered with springs. O ye apostles, eat of the things that are good, and do that which is right. Of your doings I am cognizant, and truly this your religion is the one religion, and I am your Lord. Therefore fear me. But men have rent their great concern one among another into sects, every party rejoicing in that which is their own. Wherefore leave them till a certain time in their depths of error. What think they that we largely bestow on them of wealth and children? We hasten to them for their good. Nay, they have no knowledge, but they are awed with the dread of their Lord, and who believe in the signs of their Lord, and who join no other gods with their Lord, and who give that which they give with their hearts thrilled with dread, because they must return unto their Lord. These hasten after good, and are the first to win it. We will not burden a soul beyond its power, and with us is a book which speaketh the truth, and they shall not be wronged. But as to this book, their hearts are plunged in error, and their works are far other than those. And they will work those works until when we hold on their affluent ones with punishment. Lo, they cry for help. Cry not for help this day, for by us and ye shall not be secured. Long since were my signs rehearsed to you, but ye turned back on your heels, puffed up with pride, discoursing foolishly by night. Do they not then heed the things spoken, whether they hath whether that hath come to them, which came not to their fathers of old, or do they not recognize their apostle, and therefore disavow him? Or say they are Janus in him? Nay, he hath come to them with the truth, but the truth most of them abhor. But if the truth had followed in the train of their desires, the heaven and the earth and all that therein is hath surely come to ruin. But we have brought them their warning, and from their warning they withdraw. And I mean, particularly those who remember high school and middle school, there were people, honestly, if they were given the ability, they would probably kill everybody. Um, but, most of them were never given that ability at that moment, because we're not tempted beyond what we can bear. Dost thou ask them for remuneration? But remuneration from thy Lord is best, and he is the best provider. And thou indeed biddest them to the right path, but verily they who believe not in the life to come, from that path do they surely wander. And if we had taken compassion on them, and relieved them from their trouble, they would have plunged on in their wickedness, wildly wandering. We formerly laid hold on them with chastisement, yet they did not humble them to their Lord, nor did they abase them, until when they have opened up on them the door of a severe punishment, lo, they are in despair at it. It is he who hath implanted in on you hearing and sight and heart. How few of you give thanks! It is he who hath caused you to be born on the earth, and unto him shall ye be gathered. And it is he who maketh alive and killeth, and of him is the charge of the day and of the night. Will ye not understand? But they say, as was said those of old, they say, what? When we shall be dead, and hath become dust and bone, shall we indeed be waked to life? This have we been promised, we and our fathers aforetime, but it is only fables of the ancients. We are not our bodies are a vehicle. But those who think that we are our bodies expect the bodies to be preserved, and the pious and the wicked otherwise, that all the or those who are on the right have it well in the physical sense, the physical position. But anyways, we are the soul, the spirit soul that operates this whole thing. This have we been promised, we and our fathers aforetime, but it is only fables of the ancients. Say, whose is the earth, and all that is therein? If ye know, they will answer, God's. Say, will ye not then reflect? Say, who is the Lord of those 7 heavens, and Lord of the glorious throne? They will say they are God's. Say, will ye not then fear him? Say, in whose hand is the empire of all things, who protecteth but is not protected? If ye know, they will answer, in God's. Say, how then can ye be so spellbound? Yea, have we brought them the truth, but they are surely liars. God hath not begotten offspring, neither is there any other God with him. Else had each God surely taken away that which he hath created, and some had assuredly uplifted themselves above others. Far from the glory of God be what they affirm of him. He knoweth the unseen and the seen. Far be he uplifted above the gods whom they associate with him. Say, O my Lord, if thou wilt, let me witness with which they have been threatened. O my Lord, place me not among the ungodly people. Verily we are well able to make thee see the punishment with which we have threatened them. Turn aside evil with that which is better. We best know what they utter against thee, and say, O my Lord, I betake me to thee against the promptings of the Satans, and I betake to thee, O my Lord, that they gain no hurtful access to me. When death overtaketh one of the wicked, he saith, God, Lord, send me back again, that I may do good which I have left undone. By no means, these are the very words which he shall speak. And before I say this last page, it's very interesting and very important that the mention of